Hello, everyone. My name is Judith Quincy-Abah, and I want to welcome you all to today's workshop on the COVID-19 pandemic. And I hope you're all doing okay. And at the end of this workshop, we would be able to learn one or more things about the COVID-19, something that we have been living with in the world for over 1 year now. I am going to be taking questions at the end of this workshop, so remember to write down your questions, and at the end of the workshop, I'm going to be answering on the questions that we have. Before we go deep into this workshop, I just want to give us a brief introduction or a brief history of how the COVID-19 started. The first cases of this COVID-19 were first identified in Wuhan, China, and that was in late December in 2019. And after that time, we have seen a massive spread around the globe. And precisely on the 11th of March 2020, because of the widespread, the World Health Organization declared the situation as a pandemic. And after the time that this all started in Wuhan, we recorded our first case in the United States on the 19th of January. And after that first case was recorded, the US saw a high spike in the cases and deaths of this virus. And the United States currently is the highest in confirmed cases and confirmed deaths of the COVID-19 virus in the world. Coming down to our state here in Utah, the first case was recorded on the 6th of March. And since that time, there has also been an increase in the rise of the cases and death of this virus in Utah. And I know a lot of us are asking several questions. What happened? How did the US go from just one case recorded in January to being the highest, the country in the world that has recorded the highest cases? Well, we were supposed to do something. We need to do something. We still have to keep doing what we need to do. And that is the role that we all have to play in preventing and fighting this virus. One thing I want to say in this workshop is that everyone has a role in preventing the further spread of this virus, in bringing this virus to an end. There are certain things that we can do to enable us prevent this virus or reduce the spread of this virus. And I am going to be listing some of those things today. The first thing I have on my list is washing our hands regularly and properly. I know a lot of us know how to wash our hands regularly, but the question is, do we know how to wash our hands properly? I'm going to be explaining that to us today. The first thing is to get our hands wet with clean water, and we apply soap on our hands and rub them together. Now, our fingers, between our fingers, our fingertips, the back of our hands, our wrists, we need to scrub all of these for at least 20 seconds, which is equivalent to singing the happy birthday song twice. So it's something that we can do and just do it for fun. Like my daughter will always sing her ABCs when she's washing her hands. So imagine singing the ABC song while washing your hand. You definitely would have a clean hands. And then once we have scrubbed for at least 20 seconds, the next thing is to rinse with clean running water and then dry our hands with a clean towel. That is the first thing that we need to do. The second thing we need to do is to cover our mouth and nose when sneezing. One of the easiest known way that this virus is transmitted is through droplets. And we know that lots of droplets are released into the air when we sneeze. So when we sneeze, we should make sure we cover our mouth and our nose with a towel or with our elbow. This is to prevent these droplets from going into the air. And if we have the virus, this is to prevent others from getting the virus. A third thing we can do is to maintain social distancing. We have been told by the CDC, by the WHO, by most of the health sectors on the need and the importance to maintain social distancing. And we have been told to stay at least 6 feet away from the next person. This guideline is very important, uh, especially when we are in public places. We have also been told to avoid physical contact as much as possible. I know, like, we need to go out, we need to go to the store, we need to do some important things, but we should only go out when it is very important. We should avoid large social gathering parties, at least for now, while we are trying to see to the end of this virus. Another thing that is very important is to wear masks and wear it properly. We've seen a lot of cases where people wear masks underneath their jaws a lot. Um, it is not functional when it's underneath our jaw. Wear masks, making sure it's covering both your nose and your mouth. This is the proper way of wearing masks. And the next thing we have to do is something that has become available to us, and it looks like a light at the end of the tunnel is the vaccine. The coronavirus does not have a cure, but we have a vaccine available. And most importantly, in Utah, the vaccine is now available to all Utahns ages 16 and above. So please get the vaccine as soon as it becomes available to you. And together we can fight the COVID-19 virus and we can all go back to our normal lives, a normal party, a normal social gathering, and live a healthy life. Thank you all for attending this workshop today. I am ready to take questions. If you have any questions, you go ahead and I will be glad to answer your questions. Thank you.